Hey y'all, okay, so I wanted to get on here real quick and address this whole toddler not wanting to eat their vegetable issue. See if I can share with you guys some tips on how to get your toddlers to eat their vegetables, okay? We are down to our last couple bites. Say hello. That's not your cup, Sadara. That's your sister's cup. Ever since having her, like ever since having a second baby, my first baby insists on acting like a baby. And people said this was gonna happen, but it's like real. And the reason why it really stands out, I know this is like a tangent, but the reason why it really stands out is because she is pretty smart for her age. So she was always like talking real good, and people would be like, oh, she's so smart. And now all of a sudden she talks like a baby on purpose. Like, say hi, Sister.
Hello.
You see? Stuff like that. Why she gotta do the extras?
Here.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I want to see.
You what?
I want to see.
Okay.
Hello. I didn't want to.
See? No.
I want to see.
Hey, let me know how to nip this in the bud, because ain't nobody got time. Anyways, listen, we're about to eat our vegetables, okay? We're gonna eat our last bite. You ready? Why not?
Because.
All right, you're not watching Chip and Potato
I
tomorrow.
want chip and potato.
Okay, so take your bite. Threats. No, but seriously, I noticed. Hold on, wait for mommy. Chew your food. Don't talk and chew at the same time. I noticed with her, it may not work with every toddler. Okay, you're gonna go in the corner in a minute. Didn't I tell you to stop talking? So when I tell you to do something, do it. Do you understand? So what I noticed, don't do it, Sadara. And I've been doing this with her for a long time. Okay, go get in the corner. Go sit in the corner. Oh, you're done. I still don't want you interrupting me. Okay, let's take your last bite. You ready? All right, 1 second. Good job. So what I noticed, okay, go get in the corner and finish your, don't interrupt me while I'm talking. Thank you. While it may not work with most toddlers, with her, she has so many things she asks for all day, every day. So go get in the corner because you're still interrupting me. Go right now. Go sit in the corner until you can. Okay, I'm glad you're done, but you're still interrupting me and you're doing it on purpose now. Go sit in the corner. I will tell you when you can get back on the camera, okay? I know, I feel like I'm a little more strict. I go back and forth with this. Listen, I'm on a tangent, okay? Because I really, I grew up in a strict household, okay? We got ASS whoopings whenever necessary, okay? My mom loved us, and she still loves us to this day. We have a great relationship, but she ain't play. So I feel like it's necessary for me to raise my kids like that so they understand how to obey. Like, I don't play, right? But at the same time, get in the corner, or I am going to pop you. Do you understand? You're not going to be able to talk on the video. Do you want to talk on the video? Do you? You better stay sitting in the corner until I tell you. You get up one more time, you're not talking on the video. Do you understand? Okay, thank you. This is why it's hard to do anything, because it's literally like back to 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 back. Okay? I have to debate with a toddler. She's smart. She's 3. And she's on the but I. So any tips y'all have? All I'm trying to say about getting her to eat her vegetables, though, that I have learned, she don't like half this food, okay? We're all transitioning to a healthier diet. It's very important to me, and she has some health issues that I need to get under control. So I want to urge you parents, because you're giving your kids something all day anyway. Don't get out that chair, Sadara. They're asking for Cheez-Its. They're asking for fruit snacks. They're asking for TV, for outside play. You're going to give it to them anyway. You already know you're going to break down and give it to them. So just remember that at the beginning of your day, okay, well, I already know she's going to ask for this cookie, and I'm probably going to give it to her. So let me use that as an opportunity to get her to eat her mangoes or her broccoli, or get him to, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, whatever phase, I think it's going to work at every phase. You teaching your 10-year-old how to take out the trash, honey, no video games till the trash is out. And I know these are typical parenting, tips, but I think that when it comes to toddlers specifically, we be getting wiped out because they're so energetic and they wear us out. And it's hard because you feel like you have to force them. Like literally with a kid, I think it's a little easier because they start having things. You're not talking on the video because you got out the chair. So sorry. They start having more things you can take away from them, whereas toddlers, they don't understand if and then and threats and stuff that. But I recommend sit there and be quiet then. I recommend, because what I started with her, as soon as she was able to talk, like, yes, she didn't get it at first when I would be like, if you don't do this, then that she didn't understand that at first. But I just continued to do it over and over and over. And I will say that we have a pretty successful thing going on with getting her to eat her vegetables, at least. I go places and I'll give her salad. She requests salad half the time. And not because she just liked salad to begin with, but I think because I'm training her to eat it on a regular basis, that she's becoming accustomed to it. And that's the other thing I was going to say. Don't count out, like, we live in a society, like, we grew up in a way, I challenge you guys, like, I'm constantly challenging myself to rethink everything that you've learned up to this point that has you stagnated. If you begin with the mindset that I can achieve anything in life, period, but especially in my family, as a mother, as a wife, whatever. If you believe anything is possible, well, I'm almost finished, Sadara. Stay sitting down. You're doing a good job. Then you have to know that these things that you're not accomplishing, like, oh, I'm not able to potty train my baby, or this. I watch on Facebook posts all the time. I talk to people all the time. Oh, my kid, they just don't like green beans. Oh, my kid just doesn't, like, they will only eat chicken nuggets, macaroni and cheese, and French fries. And you have to really ask yourself, maybe that's the main thing you've offered them throughout this time. Maybe you haven't taken a diligent approach, long-lasting, consistent approach at really, really, really learning your child and learning their cues and learning, how to work them. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you figure that out, you can get a lot accomplished. Anything is possible. But I've learned, sit down. The last thing I'm going to say is coming from an upbringing, which, no diss to my mom. I love my mom, and she did what she had to do. She had 7 kids and no daddy in the house, right? But coming from a household where it's like you either do it or you get a spanking, period. It's been challenging for me to break that mold in my own kids, but I have learned the kids are intelligent. And when we use our mind before we use like when we use our mind as a weapon before we use like our hands as a weapon, we can actually get a lot more accomplished. So learning how to strategize and think, and just take a few more seconds to think, which I know is a struggle in and of itself, because when you're stressed out, which I have been, and you got anxiety, or you're depressed, or you don't have help, or whatever, you're busy, it's hard to take that moment to think. But if you can take a few more seconds to really think about your situation, you might be able to think your way to a solution with your kid without having to whoop their ass. My bad, I ended the video. If you're going to get on video, why don't you actually talk, Sadara? How do you spell your name? How do you spell Sadara?
S-Y.
If you spell it correctly, you'll get 1 chocolate. You spell it correctly and you get a chocolate.
S. R.
No. Remember I told you. Remember you looked at it earlier. What is it?
S.
Good job. All right, no chocolate.
Chocolate.
Okay, come here. Hurry up. Or you're not going to get a chocolate.
Y.
Good job.
D.
Good job.
A.
Good job.
R.
Good job.
A.
Yay!
Sadara.
Sadara. I knew you could do it. Plan. That's exactly what I'm talking about. But look what we achieved.
What's your name?